will be discussed, and apart from that, we will talk about few things related to nut bolt which is used. So first of all, we can see there are two figures. One is for hexagonal nut, other is a square nut. So in both the cases, there is a chamfering done, and chamfering means we remove the sharp corner by turning it on some machine. So we can see sharp corner here has been removed. So for removing the sharp corner, reason for removing the sharp corner is that once we want to, if we want to tight this nut with the bolt, so there may be chances of some injury onto the fingers. So for that, one reason is that to avoid such type of injury, we do the chamfering. Other reason is that you can see the spanner here. You can see the spanner here. Spanner is it is one kind of spanner which is having one opening like this, and this can be easily held. It can be easily used to holding the nut or bolt, whatever we want to hold it. Like this portion is for holding the nut or bolt, and this is for hexagonal headed hexagonal nut, and for the square nut also it can be used. The same spanner can be used, but one is end, other end, you can see this spanner is having the hexagonal uh, grooves in it, means conical grooves, that is the angular grooves. Angular grooves are in this, so this groove easily fixed is fixed with the uh, sharp edges of the hexagonal headed bolt or nut. So what happens when we want to try to insert this end onto the nut? Uh, so we want easiness to the easiness to the spanner, so that it can easily inserted onto the nut, and for that this chamfering has been provided. So there are two regions. One is to avoid sharp corner, and second region is to easily insert the spanner onto the nut. So we use chamfering in this case. So both the types of nuts, like hexagonal headed nut and the square nut, both are having chamfering. So we can see like this. There is a circle here. Here also there is a circle, because we have removed the sharp corner from here, from all the corners. So it will be it will be looking like this, as you can see in these figures.
Sir,
Yes,
sir, chamfering is better or beveling, sir?
bubbling, I don't know what is bubbling, but chamfering is done onto these parts, like nut and bolt.
Okay, sir.
Here you can see there are different parts. One is bolt. Here there is a nut, and there are two plates, plate 1 and plate 2. In fact, these plates have been shown in section form, and these plates are having holes in it. Here also hole is there. Here also hole is there. So after sectioning, we can show that continuous lines in it, and the center line of symmetry. So what for the assembling these plates, we insert the bolt from one side and cross it through the two plates, and it will extend outside the plate, and that portion where it is extended, we will put the nut. And in this way, assembly of these different parts can be done, means bolt, plate 1, plate 2, and nut. So we will get this type of assembled view, which is drawn full in section, in front view of the assembly, full in section. Few things you can note in it, that head of the bolt has not been sectioned. As I told earlier, that the parts like nut, bolt, nut, axle, shaft, rod, if it is cut along the axis, then they will not be hedged. So due to that reason, the head of the bolt has not been hedged, as well as body of the bolt has also not been hedged, and similarly nut. So these parts are not hedged. So this is regarding the simple assembly, where you can join two plates by using the bolt and nut. We can use some other parts also, which I am going to show you. Like here you can see, here we have 6 parts. 6 parts. In 6 parts, one is bolt, plate 1, plate 2, washer, lock nut, nut. These many parts are there. You have to assemble them together. So in the same way we can assemble it. The bolt is inserted on this in this plate 1, and after that it will go through the plate 2, and after that washer will come into the picture. That will it will cross, because there is a hole in the washer also. So in that from that hole, this will body of the shank of the bolt will cross, and then after that we can put the lock nut, and after that nut. So in this way, if we assemble these parts and we draw the full sectional front view of the assembly, it will look like this, as it is shown here in this figure. So one more thing, you can observe this washer is also not hedged. Washer is not hedged. So the 4 parts are there: bolt, washer, lock nut, and nut. These are not hedged. If they are the cutting plane is passing through the length of these parts. So this
But
is
sir,
yes.
sir, in the washer, we see a hole, and that hole is not shown here. Why?
Yes, in this figure, hole is not shown. Here we should show some line here and some line here. There should be some line on both sides. So this will be the line, and both will be the dashed lines. In the washer, it has not been shown, but it should be there. Here also 2 lines should be there in the lock nut, because a dashed line should be there corresponding to the hole, which is there inner internal threads are there. So for that, 2 parallel lines will be there. This is the problem which we will do in our class, practical class in next week, where the problem is like this: fasten 2 plates using hexagonal headed nut bolt, lock nut, and washer. So in this, what you have to do: draw front view, full in section, side view, any side view. You can draw right side view, even top view of the assembly. Even you can change the orientation of this view, like we can have some other orientation, and in that orientation also you have it can be asked that you have to draw the assembled front view of the assembly. So it may be slightly difficult to visualize the problem which we have already solved. That will be easy, but here in the orientation you can and rest things will be same, rules will be same, only orientation will differ. So you can easily solve that problem also. So these are related to the nut bolt assembly, this particular class. So here you can observe the side view. In side view, washer has been shown, which is largest circle in this. After that, hexagon has been shown, which is corresponding to the hexagonal head. And after that, two dashed lines are shown. Two dashed lines are corresponding. Yes, sir.
So the first one is the front view, sir.
This is the front view. This is the front view. This is side view. So in the side view, you can see two dash circles are there, and inner circle is broken, and that is for the external threads. So the because the thread from the left side, because this is left side view. So from the left, we will not be able to see the threads. So that's why both the circles are drawn with the help of dashed lines. So these are this is the side view, and the top view, you can see top view rest parts of this means heads, and this nut and washer you can easily draw by using previous method which we have already discussed, that how to draw the side views as top view and side view and front view of the nut. Similarly, we can have the views for the bolt also, means head of the bolt. Only thing is that there will be some difference in this thickness. That here also you can see this is having thickness of the head of the bolt is 20, and thickness of the nut is 24. So normally 20 it is thickness of the nut is usually kept uh, is equal to the nominal diameter of the bolt. So you can see the nominal diameter is 24, and thickness of the nut is also 24. And rest dimensions for the washer as well as for the other dimensions bolt, you can get from the ratio or relationship which is given in terms of the diameter of the shank of nominal diameter of the bolt. So regarding this this nut bolt and assembly, so that's all about this. Still, if you have some question, you can ask.
Sir, you were telling about some orientation. What is that, sir?
So orientation means this is aligned. This is in horizontal orientation, means it is its axis is aligned horizontally. So we can have some other orientation like we can have,
So this is landscape view, no?
yes, landscape view. We can say portrait view of this. So in this we can say that this is orientation, in this direction it is oriented. So when we talk about the orientation, that the nut bolt is oriented like this, then there won't be any problem in drawing, because you have learned the concepts. So based on the concepts, you can draw in what your orientation it is asked. So it does not matter which orientation is asked. So you will be able to draw in any orientation. Normally vertical and horizontal orientations are kept.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
हाँ हाँ.
Sir, please upload these slides. Even EG8 is remaining, I think.
EG9 is this one, and
Yes.
EG8 is I think that is also remaining.
Yes, sir. Please upload
Okay.
both of them.
Okay, sure.
Thank you, sir.
So if there is no question, we can stop it.